Hello, welcome back to another video, and as I predicted, we are again finding ourselves, it's just me, okay? But it makes me feel better when I say it in plural, so I don't feel as pressured, I guess. The thing is, yeah, I'm again behind on my reading goal, and it's literally December. I have 20 days left to complete my reading goal, and I have read 50 books, and I plan to read 65. So, yeah, I find myself quite in a predicament here, but I do have a plan. Okay, I have a plan, and my plan is, the novellas. And I got the idea when I remember that alihazelwood had like a part, like a novella that was part of a Christmas collection. I think it was called the Under the Mistletoe collection. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna cheat. Not cheat because I'm still reading, but I don't know, that's not a full-length book, but I don't have much time to do more, so I went and got the alihazelwood novella, and then I found out that she has another three. I don't remember the title of the series, but the titles of the three of them were Below One Roof or Under One Roof, I think, then Stuck With You, and then Below Zero. So I was like, okay, I have 4 books that I know I can read in a day or two, so caught up a bit. And then I found out also that Kuang has participated in short story collection that is about time travel. Not a short story collection, but like a novella series too. So I was like, okay, then maybe I could move on to that, but I have to see if I can get them. So yeah, my plan right now is just to start with the alihazelwood ones, and she has a chance to redeem herself because like some months ago I started The Love Hypothesis and I just couldn't read it. I was like, no, but maybe it wasn't the time for me to pick up that book, pick up romance, because I'm not a huge romance enjoyer. But right now I'm feeling, I don't know, these past days I have been feeling wanting to read a romance, so I was like, yeah, I could choose just one short one and a Christmassy one for the season. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. And then I'm gonna look for short books in my physical TBR, and we'll see what we can do. So yeah, without further ado, I'm gonna start reading, and I guess I'll see you on my next clip when I actually finish some books. So yeah, see you later. Hello, so as you can probably guess by the previous footage, minimal footage really, I did read 2 books, 2 novellas by alihazelwood, and I started a third one. I finished first Cruel Winter with You, and oh my god, I had such a great time. I did not believe myself when I was reading. I was like giggling, kicking my feet. I was like, oh my god, I love these. Even though I found Mark as a character a bit creepy, because he was, I don't know, it creeped me out how hard he was crushing on Jamie. So I was like, what is your vibe? What are your, I don't know, thoughts on life? How are you a real person? It was a bit suspicious. I was a bit suspicious of him. And I read a Goodreads review about the book that said Mark is the type of guy to have a Netflix documentary about him for being a serial killer. Yeah, that vibe fits him. But I really enjoyed the book, so I gave it really 3.75, but it was high, so I just gave it 4 stars. rounded up because I had a great time. I was laughing, I was enjoying it, I wasn't cringing, I was like, oh my god, I do love this. So maybe Ali Hazelwood can be redeemed for me, for my personal taste. I could tell that she came from the fanfiction trenches, you know, from Archive of Our Own. Girl, I've been there, and yeah, we can recognize each other, you know. I was like, yeah, this feels like a fanfiction. Respect, so much respect. But yeah, then immediately after finishing Cruel Winter with You, I picked up Under One Roof. I love that too. Gave it 3.5, just a bit less, but because I was very over the size different kink that apparently this author loves to write. Yeah, we get it. Mara is small and Liam is very big. And judging by the second novella that I'm reading in that series, Ali Hazelwood loves that because, again, we have a size difference of a very petite woman and a very giant man. I'm bored of that, and that does make me cringe. But Liam and Mara's story, I really like that. I don't know, I think I find a forced connection and forced proximity. Because in the first story, the main characters are forced to stay together in a house because there's a very big snowstorm. And in the second story, Mara goes to move in to a house that her mentor left her, and there's a guy already living there. So it's like forced proximity because they live together, but at first they don't like each other. So I don't know, it was really fun, but more cringy in my opinion than Cruel Winter with You. And now I'm reading Stuck with You, which is the second of the semist. I don't know, the three novella saga that Ali Hazelwood wrote about three friends that they're women in STEM. And they're like Mara, Sadie, and Hannah. Now I'm in Sadie's story. I already read Mara's, so yeah. And it starts strong with the I am small and he is so big. So I was like, okay, breathe in, breathe out. But like the banter is good. Well, not the banter because they're not bantering yet, but Sadie's internal monologue, I do enjoy that a lot. So yeah, I'm gonna keep reading that, and then hopefully pick Below Zero, and then I don't know what to do. I think I will just buy Arif Kuang's novella about time travel, and then I don't know. We will see. Maybe I will pick up White Knights because that also is short and it's on my physical TBR, so killing two birds with this stone. I'm gonna stop talking now and I'm gonna start reading more. So yeah, see you later. Hey guys, so I'm just here to pop in with an update, and as you could see in the previous clips, I finished Stuck With You. That was okay. That was not my favorite out of the three that I have read. Not my favorite. I think I gave it 3 stars. It was still okay. It was just not my thing, you know, because it was instant love, and I don't like that. I just don't vibe with that. And also I was getting tired of the I am super small and he is gigantic. I don't know, it's the third book that I've read from Ali Hazelwood where that is highlighted, and it's like, Miss Girl, I don't care about this, please stop using the size difference. I don't relate to that, maybe because I'm tall, not petite and small, or maybe simply because I do not care about size difference in couples. I don't know, that has never crossed my mind. But yeah, this book literally starts with a reference to that. I was like, can we please stop with this? It was still okay, and I really enjoyed Sadie and Sadie's internal monologue. I loved her. I didn't really care much about Eric, the male main character, like the romantic interest. And I don't know, he was plain meh. I didn't care about him. Also, hated the conversation about soccer, football for me, because I'm European and I'm Spanish, you know. So yeah, football is very, very famous here in my country. Dare I say, our football league could be the most famous football league internationally. And the teams that they were talking about, I hate Real Madrid. I hate that team. I hate most teams. I hate football in general. I don't like it. So it was just like I hated the conversation around that. I was like, I don't care about these. Let's move on. But yeah, overall, I give it 3 stars. I don't think it was super bad. I just think it was meh. And the romantic connection was also meh for me. I don't know. I didn't see Eric as a potential attractor. Maybe because of my own preferences. I don't know. I really did enjoy Mara and Liam's story, like in the first book. So this was, I don't know, it was different to that. And I'm saying I don't know a lot. So probably I'm gonna take that as a signal to shut up. Now I started below 0, and we start with a prologue of Hannah and almost dying. I was like, what the hell? That escalated pretty quickly. Yeah, I haven't read much. So I'll give you an update when I'm done with it. And then I'll see you later, I guess. So yeah, bye. Hello, I just wanted to give you a quick update. So I finished Below 0, and I also finished Making Space by Kuang, and I completed also Small Things Like These by Claire Keegan. So I'm just gonna quickly tell you my thoughts on all of them. So for Below 0, I've enjoyed the relationship between Hannah and Ian, Ian, more than I did with Sadie's relationship with Eric, because maybe there weren't many mentions of the size different king that were in the previous book, so I was relieved to see that. But also there was like a very intimate scene towards the end that made me cringe so much. Like I couldn't get through it. I was like, wow, no, too many mentions of Mars in a explicit scene. No, thank you. But yeah, the story was very enjoyable, and I also really love to see the 3 friends finally together, like in the same space, and the 3 boyfriends meeting for the first time. Well, that's a spoiler, so sorry about that if you didn't want to know about it. But yeah, it was very cool to see that. So yeah, I really enjoyed that book yet. And I am thinking I'm gonna have to pick up Love on the Brain next, because there was an excerpt of Love on the Brain at the end of the book, and I read it, and I want to read it now. So yeah, maybe I will pick up more Ali Hazelwood books in the future. Okay. So then for Making Space by R.F. Kuang, it was about time travel. It was a very disturbing story. I did not expect the turn it was gonna turn into. It was, I think it was like 50 pages, even less. So it was very, very short. But in such a short piece of fiction, there were many things talked about, like about, I think it explored the theme of not only time travel, obviously, but also pollution and climate change and how humans are destroying the planet. And then also the difficulties of being a mother, of getting pregnant, and things about that. And also like cheating and loveless relationships. It had everything in like 50 pages. It was very good. And then finally, for small things like these, I really enjoyed the story. I really liked it. I think I gave it 3.5. Same as Making Space, 3.5. And Below Zero, I think I gave it 3 stars. Ratings are just numbers. I prefer just giving my opinion and thoughts on them. But I really love For a Long Story in small things like this, and how it touches the themes of how far can we let people that we know that are doing wrong things have influence on us, because we know that they are doing something wrong, but because they have power over us, we don't say anything. That was a really cool theme. And I also loved the setting in this small town during Christmas time, so it was perfect for this time of year, because Christmas is in like 7 days. But yeah, I've read those books. So I made a dent in my reading challenge goal. So I think I could safely say that I am going to hit the goal. I hope. But yeah, those are 6 books poured into my reading challenge, and now I'm thinking I can pick up. I have 2 on my next horizon. It's Galatea by Madeline Miller and Graveyard Shift by M.L. Rio. And I was going to download them on my Kindle, but it died. It finally happened, guys. It's been like this, and it's charged. I'm gonna prove it to you, because the light it turns on, it turns green, and then the light here in it, like the case, it has a light, and if it was like not charged, it wouldn't function, because if I turn this down, the light turns off. So yeah, I don't know what happened. I don't know. It finally happened. But my mom has one. I think it's a Kobo. Yeah, it's a Kobo. So I'm gonna try to make an account here, or if not, I also have a free trial in an app. I think it's called Everland. I'm currently listening to an audiobook on that, so that also has ebooks, and I'm gonna try to look for those. So yeah, Galatea by Madeline Miller and Graveyard Shift by M.L. Rio. I'm also reading other books on this site, but yeah, I'm not putting them in this video because they were for another one that I'm still not sure if I'm gonna do, but yeah, they were not going to be here anyways. And I know they are short books. I know. I'm a completionist, and I don't want to put my reading goal down. I just want to reach it, and I will reach it whatever the case it is. And if it's a book and it's only 50 pages, it's a book. I'm sorry, it counts. So if you don't like that, I'm sorry. I will be counting it. So yeah. And I think this day was really long, so I'm gonna shut up now and keep reading in the times that I can. So yeah, bye. Background is unfamiliar to you all, because I'm not in my house. I'm currently in my village. We came here for the new year. Today is January 4th, and I need to update you on how I did and if I completed my goal or I didn't. So if you have followed me in Goodreads or Fable, you know that this year I did not manage to complete my challenge. I missed it by 2 books. And I managed to read exactly the same amount of books than the last year, like 2024. I read 63 books. In 2025, I read 63 books again. I had increased my goal from 60 to 65 from 2024 to 2025 because I thought it was possible, but I had really had a dry summer. I didn't read anything at all in summer, like August and September. It was terrible. So yeah, that might have been one of the causes for not completing my goal this year. But anyways, I need to update you on the books that I did read, because after small things like these, I managed to complete Galatea by Madeline Miller. Well, managed. It was like 27 pages long, so yeah, it was easy to finish, and I really like that. It was a powerful revenge arc story from Galatea against her husband, creator. But yeah, I love the retelling of those myths and how we can see it from the women's perspective. And I think Madeline Miller does a really great job at portraying that, you know. And then after that, let me take, I have my fable here, I need to take, oh yeah, I read John Steinbeck, The Vigilante, but it was like a Penguin Modern Classics books, like that little ones, and it had 3 short stories, and one was The Vigilante, one was Snake, and the other one, I forgot the name, but I loved all 3. My problem with them is that I needed them to be longer, and I really like how John Steinbeck explores many different topics like racism and also disturbing subjects, I don't know, but it was really good. And this year I'm gonna read East of Eden, so I'm really excited for that. It got me excited. Then I read Frederick Backman's The Answer Is No. Love that. I love that. I think I have a clip of me, like you have seen a clip of me with my phone reading, giggling. I read it on the app that I told you about. I think I was giggling, I was laughing. I love that book. It was really great, and I love all the characters. And there was this unhinged character that, like, this story based on like a building complex, and it's like a neighbor story. And there's this guy that is the protagonist, and there's the board of neighbors, and there are 3. And this protagonist sees them like a hydra, like with a body with a lot of heads. And there's head 3, which is called Linda, I believe, and she's unhinged, and I love her. And I think it was really good. And after that, I managed to finish Graveyard Shift by M.L. Rio. And I really liked that. I was skeptical about it because I hadn't seen the best reviews of it, but I don't know, I enjoyed the book. I think it was short and perfect, and I listened also to the audiobook for a lot of time, and I love that there were different narrators, and I don't know, I think the story of each character was really good, and how we see the night unfold in different perspectives, and the problems that were happening in the book. I wish it had been longer, because maybe that would have made it a bit better, but I do enjoy that. And after reading Graveyard Shift and enjoying it, maybe it's time to this for me this year to finally read If We Were Villains, which I have said I was gonna read like 4 times last year, and I didn't even pick it up. So yeah, that's on me. So anyways, and after that I read what was it called, let me check. It was another one of the short novellas for the Time Travelers Club. Yeah, it was 3 days, 9 months and 27 years from the Time Traveler's Passport. I love this. I give it 4 stars. I think I really love that one. It was by John Scalzi, and I think it had everything that I wanted to read in like a time travel story, like the explanation for different timelines, also mentions to past events of history. I really enjoyed that. Then I tried to finish a couple of more books, like I started White Nights by Dostoevsky, and I also started For a Limited Time Only, another one of the short novellas for the Time Traveler's Passport, but unfortunately I wasn't able to finish any of them, so I ended up reading 63 out of 65 books. But you know, it's no big deal. The completionist in me is screaming and crying and throwing up because she wanted to see the completed goal, but it's no big deal, you know. This year I think I set my goal to 65 again, so maybe I will be able to reach it. But yeah, I don't know, I don't think I have anything else to say. So in the end, I think I ended up reading like 20,000 pages or like 21,000 pages this year, which is a pretty good goal. And I've enjoyed the books that I've read, except of a couple of ones that I absolutely despise. If you remember Bonded by Thorns, I hated that. I'm so sorry I hated that. But anyways, I think this was a really good year for me. Hopefully this year I will be able to read a bit more or enjoy it a bit more, I don't know. But thank you for accompanying me to my first year on booktube, and I hope to see you this year again. So thank you again. If you liked my content, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.